Welcome to Shepherd's Week in Review. This week on Wardrobe Wednesday, we showcase some lovely Mitchie's matching scarves. On Thursday, in our designer spotlight, we introduced you to Cyclone Jewelry. On Friday, we took a look at some new linens from Matchpoint. And this week on Coffee Talk, we're with Sheila talking about warm weather travel ideas. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to Shepherd's Wardrobe Wednesday. I'm Stephanie and today we are talking all about scarves. Wide scarves, narrow scarves, printed scarves, plaid scarves, and they're all so colorful and they have cute as a button fur pom-poms at the end. So here we have Nellie in the bumblebee scarf, and this is the navy and red combination. She's paired it with a v-neck tunic from Joseph Ribkoff in lipstick. Beautiful pairing, especially for the holidays. And here she's showing us just a few different ways to tie these. So sometimes when you get a scarf, you're not quite sure what to do with it when you get home, but Nellie is the expert and she will show us how. So the narrow abstract scarf with pom-poms Primal has on, and that's the color blue. Although it really does have such a mix of different tones, greens and purples, and of course always goes back to black. And here she is showing us a few different ways to tie it. It's definitely not as bulky as the wider cuts, so this might be great for the petite on your list. And here she's just doing the double wrap, so that'll be great with your winter coat as seen here. I mean, wow, does this add pizzazz to a plain black coat or what? Here's Primal again in a plaid scarf in magenta, and she's paired it with the Power Play jacket from Nick and Zoe. So a real power punch, a punch of color, and it's even more stunning in person, I have to say. Nellie again in her lipstick top, and here she's paired it with a red and black plaid narrow scarf. And as this was seen on Marlene in this week's Coffee Talk video, so I'm not sure if you saw that or not, but pairs beautifully against black, of course. And this is always goes back to black, goes back to gray, goes back to white and red, of course. And here Nellie is showing us a few other ways to wear these beautiful scarves. Same scarf on Primal, except in the beige plaid. And the best part about these beautiful pieces is that they're only $72, so under $100 for a great gift item for the narrow plaid. Here's our next group of plaid scarves that all come in the icy tones, so light pink, light blue, black, and gray. And here Wendy is showing us it comes in two different sizes, narrow on the left and wider on the right. The classic loop through, the classic wrap around. These pieces are so easy to wear and really are going to be a welcome gift by anyone on your list. Now, before we finish up, I would be remiss if I didn't share a few snapshots of dashing down the Danube with Mitchie's. Here's Elaine. She's paired her red plaid with a gorgeous red turtleneck. Really a beautiful pop of color. Kirsten, her black and red and white plaid with the Ushu Dicky. And Kathy Donovan with her soft pink fur collar and a cashmere topper. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. In the meantime, please visit us in store at Shepherd's Train Yards in Ottawa and online at shepherdsfashions.com. Shepherd's Fashion Friday. Today we are talking about easy breezy, ever so comfortable linen. You know, those pieces that are perfect for a warm weather getaway. But we're doing things just a little bit differently than usual. So I'm inviting you to turn the music up, get on your feet, dance along with us, and I'm going to be back a little bit later with a little bit of fun news. Up these beautiful tropical tones with some really fun printed leggings from Flirty and Femme. These are one size fits most, up to about a size 14. They're full length, they have a nice high rise, and they are so soft. We just saw the fun dots. This is the Samara snake print, and they range from $36 to $42. But guess what? This weekend only, December 13th, 14th, and 15th, we are offering a BOGO promotion on these leggings. So buy two, get one free, just in time for Christmas, and they fit beautifully into a stocking by the fireplace. And now it's time for our weekly Fashion Friday contest. So enter to win a $50 Shepherd's gift card for use in-store at the Ottawa Train Yards or online at shepherdsfashions.com. And all we'd like to know is, which look do you prefer? Would you rock a funky printed legging like Mary Kay does on the right? Or would you prefer a classic monochromatic look with the wide leg linen pant like Mary Kay is wearing on the left? Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Hi, welcome to Shepherd's Coffee Talk. Great subject, talking about vacations and some ideas.
Even if you're not going traveling, just listen to what Sheila has to say. You'll feel like you're
Live
having
vicariously through it.
I love to live vicariously through Sheila. She's always got some great adventures on the go. So today we want to talk about getting away from it all. Whether you want to go and flop somewhere, you want to have a little bit of adventure, or you want to take on a challenge. Sheila's got some great ideas. And if you're traveling with somebody, great. And if you want to travel alone, she's your person. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about where we can go to just flop, do nothing.
Sure. And it's funny you say that, because I kind of break them in holidays into two main categories. And one is the fly and flop holiday. So you're actually getting on a plane, you're flying away, you're going to a beach, and you're flopping. Mm-hmm. So you're not really looking to interact or learn that much about the destination, although if you do one day, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But it's all about relaxation and rejuvenation. And in Canada, a lot of us like to get away in
Yes.
January, February.
Yes, yes.
So those are very popular sun destinations.
What are some new hot places to go to? Because we know about the traditional
Right,
ones.
and
but
some
is
of
there
them are a
new
little
one?
bit not so popular anymore,
Yeah.
like where we used to go back in the day. So let's talk about, new ideas,
Yeah,
fresh.
I mean, the typical spots like Cuba, Dominican, Jamaica, Mexico, they're still very popular. But more and more people are looking for something slightly different. And Anguilla remains a favorite destination of mine. It's a sun destination that is only 3 by 14 miles big. It is tied to the British, it's a British overseas territory. It has no cruise ships because it's so small. It doesn't have chain hotels. It doesn't have
Right.
fast food restaurants. So if you want a more boutique-y sun
interesting.
destination, it's a really wonderful spot to go. And some of the best beaches in the world. It's just off the coast of St. Martin, so that is a wonderful spot. Other places that are still very, very popular, Hawaii, certainly, Australia, getting a lot of people who want to go a little further afield to visit some of those destinations.
And a good time of year to go because it's summer on the other side of the world right now, so.
It's always a good
Get
time to
away
go to
from it
Hawaii.
all.
to Hawaii
Now,
and
what
Australia.
about a little bit more adventuresome?
A little bit more in terms of sun or some
Well,
activities?
Just activities. Okay, vacation to get away from it all, but
Right.
feel like you've done something.
If you still want a sun holiday that has an element of adventure, certainly you could look at somewhere like Belize or Costa Rica. And I work with my clients to figure out, first of all, where they've been before, what they enjoyed, what they're hoping to do. The thing I really say to them is, what memories do you want to bring back home?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because that really focuses the mind pretty quickly and it gets you thinking, how do you want to spend your day? Do you want to get up and just have nothing to do and read a book, or do you want to actually get out and go hiking? And you can have like a little bit of hiking, or you can have a
Right.
full day of
You
hiking.
can go see the sloths in
Yeah,
Costa
you
Rica.
know, you can certainly have that combination of stuff. And there are some folks who want to do cooking holidays, for
Oh, yeah,
example.
that's fun.
You can do a food tour. One of my partners I work with a lot specializes in food tours. So you can do a foodie tour of Italy, or you could do a foodie tour of Vietnam.
So what does that look like? I mean, do you stop in like some Guide Michelin restaurants and show cooking demonstrations and sleep in little inns, or?
There would be, if you think of the continuum, there would be a range, and it would depend what style of travel you wanted to do. If you wanted to do a land tour, that typically is moving around from place to place. If you're going on Italy food tour, for example, you'll travel to a couple of different destinations. There would certainly be 5-star experiences that would give you an option to have a Michelin star experience, but then there would also be some that might take you to a farmhouse. So you're learning how to make pasta. And then you might go to another spot in Italy and try, some Chianti or something like that. There would be different ranges. You could do a land tour, but you could also do a cruise. There are some of my cruise partners that really specialize in a food experience, and they would have cooking classes on board, so you could
Oh, that's
learn to
fun.
cook.
Sure. And you only have to unpack one time. I
You
like
only
that.
have to unpack
I
one
like
time.
that. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
Vietnam sounds interesting too. A food tour in Vietnam.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Quite a range of experience. And then for the folks that are even more active or have maybe an interest in wildlife, Galapagos always is a fantastic experience. I just had 3 solo ladies come back. So I'm always looking out for offers for solo travelers as well. But Galapagos is one of those spots one of my clients that just came back said she loves science, she loves nature, she has that bend anyway, but she didn't realize how much she was going to enjoy it till she was there. So she
That's
came
up her
back.
alley.
Wow.
She said it was the best vacation she's ever
Oh
had.
my goodness, doesn't that feel good?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, there's something for everybody. I guess we just have to be
Yes.
open. If we don't know much about travel and we don't know what's available, that's why someone like you is so helpful. So for solo travel, travelers, women who, like a lot of people coming on came on the river cruise with us, looking for adventure, looking for something they can do on their own. Do you have some suggestions?
Sure. And one of the things I do is meet with solo travelers. We've certainly done it here at Shepherd's, and I have other gatherings where I bring people. Some folks are looking for company to travel with, and
Right.
some just want to not pay the solo supplement, which can be 200%
Okay.
on a cruise.
Okay.
So I find ways I track offers. If someone's looking for a cruise, Silver Sea might have 10 to 25% instead of 100%. Oceania has some 25% solo supplement right now, Regent. So I track those. So if someone is solo and looking for an offer that's not going to have the 200%,
You've got their best interest
I
at
have
heart,
that.
you're watching.
And river cruising is really good too. I track the river cruises that have solo. Some of them have solo supplement waived completely. And river cruising is very good for solo travelers because it's not like an ocean cruise. You can have up to 6,000 people, of
Yes.
course. And a river cruise, the biggest ship is only 190 people.
Right. It's more
So it's
intimate.
more intimate. You get to meet people, and you don't feel like I have to go to dining and sit by myself at 6 o'clock. It's people. There's no assigned table, so you go and sit and you meet different people.
And you don't have to navigate from the port to wherever you want
Yeah.
to go visit. to.
Exactly.
Are there some new rivers that they're discovering now? Not discovering, but cruising down that they hadn't before?
The Danube and the Rhine are certainly
Yeah,
the most
it's been
popular,
around a
especially
while,
for
yeah.
people who haven't cruised before. There are more river cruises that are getting a little bit more popularity or getting more interest. Like I did an Amazonian river cruise in Peru last year. That's totally different. But also the Mekong, right, or Chobe in Africa, or China, the Yangtze. So there are so many different other options besides Europe. Certainly Europe, the Douro has really come on as being popular through Spain and Portugal.
Wow.
So there are the typical ones and the
Yes.
historical
Right.
ones that have the most
But
interest.
if you've done
but
those,
there
and
are
you want
others.
another adventure.
Yeah, how about the Volga River in Russia, right? There's lots of options. If you like that kind of travel, and you've done the main two, there's still lots.
Right, and a different way to view the world too.
Exactly.
Cruising down a river, amazing. Sheila, you're always so full of great ideas. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. It's fun.
Nice to dream along with Sheila.
I wonder how many Mondays it is till spring, though. Stand by.